Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist Jay Berschbach. This is Imagine It, and today I'm with Carl Nelson at the Imagination Station, and we're dealing today with some food science and how they can measure the amount of energy in foods. Carl.
Exactly. First thing we're going to do is put on our safety glasses.
Sure.
We're going to work with a little bit of flame here today.
Okay.
Before we started, I actually took a couple of test tubes filled with oxygen gas.
Okay.
Right? And when you condense a gas into a liquid, it takes up like 700 times less space.
Okay.
And I did that in some liquid nitrogen, 320 degrees below zero. So what we have now are two test tubes filled with liquid oxygen.
That is neat.
Very, very cold. Very, very strong oxidizer. We're going to use that liquid oxygen and pour it over two samples of food.
Okay.
A handful of cheese puffs and a handful of total cereal. And we're just going to make some observations about how much energy comes off when we hit those with the flame.
Okay.
So we got fuel, which is our food, flame, and oxygen, which is condensed in those test tubes.
All right, wonderful.
So I'm going to have you go ahead and take one test tube.
Okay.
I'm going to take the other one. And we're going to, on the count of three, go ahead and pour it on your total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your hand away.
Wow.
All right.
That's pretty amazing, yeah.
A lot of energy contained in that food, as evidenced by the huge flame, the roaring fire we
Sure,
have.
sure.
Almost too bright to look at.
Wow.
And, you know,
So explain what was happening there with the oxidation, the oxidizer, and the flames. It was using up the energy within the food to make the flame?
Exactly. For
Okay.
combustion, you need three things: fuel, flame, and oxygen. The oxygen we had condensed, so it was very, very concentrated. We had way more oxygen than we could possibly ever need.
Okay.
That really allowed us to consume, you know, look at the cheese puffs. They're completely gone.
Wow.
Totally consumed. Got a little bit of the
You got one.
cheese puff still burning.
He survived,
We'll
yes.
put that one out. But again, it's just a measure of how much energy there is in food.
Okay.
Nutritionists would actually do this in a much more controlled way. Put it in something called a calorimeter and measure exactly how much the temperature changes of a water bath around it.
Okay.
But you know, when you look at your label on food, number of calories, it's really the amount of energy.
Wow. Amazing stuff. So this is food science for this week. Anything else?
Well, imagine if you eat the whole bag of chips, right? How much energy is in a whole bag of chips?
And I
Because you
think
never stop at a handful.
may have done that once or twice. Yes, exactly. All right. Thank you, Carl Nelson from the Imagination Station. This was Food Science. I'm meteorologist Jay Berschbach.